But Turtle Beach, this is a terrible idea. And if I'm an adult that wants a competitive edge, I don't want my controller sending me notifications when I'm in the middle of a match. Thanks for joining me today, everybody. This here is the Xbox Basement. Turtle Beach recently put out this brand new controller, the Stealth Ultra, and this controller caught my eye for a few reasons. They are calling this the new king of all controllers. This one is made for Xbox and PC, and this is a Bluetooth controller, so this will work for some smart TVs and for your Android device. So no iOS devices are actually going to work with this controller, and I'll put a link to the Turtle Beach website if you guys want to go in and watch the whole video and see everything that this controller can actually do. They're advertising 30 hours of battery life, and it comes with its own charging dock, which is kind of cool. This is going to be very much like an Elite Series 2 controller, so it actually has its distance guides here for your triggers, and then it's got 4 extra buttons here on the back built in, and then they have this cool charge-through case, and there's actually a little slot right down here so you can actually charge your controller while it's in the case. Those are really cool features. However, there's 2 things about this controller that I want to focus on, and the first thing right here is what they label anti-drift thumbsticks. And these are actually Hall Effect joysticks. I did a whole video that you can check out right here if you would like, talking about how Microsoft needs to go back to this technology. And I say go back because this is nothing new, but if you were to read it here on their website as anti-drift thumbsticks, you might think that this is something new. It's like, whoa. And you might think, why doesn't Sony and Microsoft and Nintendo use these sticks to begin with? And as the saying goes, everything old is new again. The Sega Dreamcast had these sticks in their controller. So we were actually exposed to the Hall Effect thumbsticks back in 1998. But because people are so used to having stick drift on whatever controller they're using, it feels like now we have to pay a premium for this thing that really should have been commonplace starting almost 30 years ago. I am glad that they are using these sticks, and here this is going to last a long time without stick drift. And this is the #1 thing that I wanted to focus on, this connected command display. And what this is a screen on your controller. Well, what does this screen actually do? What is it there for? Well, let's read about it. It says it is a dynamic full-color command display. It's a dashboard that keeps you connected with social media notifications, and you can use it to adjust all the settings on your controllers. Just want to say a huge thank you to all of you guys who subscribe to the channel, and if you're not subscribed, consider doing that now. So you can use this screen for all sorts of cool stuff like button mapping, dead zone, your response modes, vibration intensity, audio enhancements, and of course RGB lighting. And that's kind of cool because you don't have to connect this controller to your PC and have a separate application where you have to modify all of your inputs. And it sounds all well and dandy, but I have a problem with this controller even with all these cool features on it. And that is this right here, that this dashboard is going to keep you connected for social media notifications. And I didn't hesitate at all when I heard this. I said, this is ridiculous. Why do I want notifications coming in on my controller? That's what I have my phone for with all of these apps installed. And we get notifications all the time. We get them on our tablet, we get them on our TV, we get them on our computer, we get them on our smartwatches, and we get them all the time on our Xbox. So clearly your controller has to be connected some way to actually get these notifications. But Turtle Beach, this is a terrible idea. As an adult with a job and a family and other hobbies that I do, I'm sure that your guys' life is busy just like mine, and that we don't have a whole lot of time to actually sit and play video games. Because who's gonna spend $200 on this controller? Adults. And adults that want to have a competitive edge with all these extra features. And if I'm an adult that wants a competitive edge, I don't want my controller sending me notifications when I'm in the middle of a match. If I'm an adult and I have very little time for video games in general, I don't want it to be interrupted by stupid social media notifications. I don't care that you just posted a picture of your dog falling in a cupcake. I don't want to be interrupted by you posting a picture of what you ate last night on Instagram. And I don't want to be bombarded with all the latest tweets that the internet can muster. So while this controller does have a lot of really interesting features, this actually kills it for me. And I would hate to spend $200 on a controller that I know I'm not going to use all of these features on. down. Even if all the other stuff is in favor for it, if the time that we have to sit down and enjoy video games is really so short, then this is a definite drawback. Other than that, this is a really cool controller, and if you guys can stand to have notifications popping up for you, and you like having total control over your controller, then this might be a good alternative for you if you were considering picking up like an Elite 2 or something. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this screen and getting notifications on your controller. I've been John, by the way. This here is the Xbox Basement. Thank you guys as always for watching, and we will see you in the next one.